if you have dizziness or vertigo, you maybe wake up dizzy or certain things make you dizzy and you haven't been able to figure out how to treat it, this is for you. So I'm going to tell you about the 5 different types of vertigo that I treat here in my office. And before I start though, I want to make very clear this is not medical advice. This is observational advice from my clinic here. I'm a body worker and I do matrix repatterning. And so this is the vertigo patients I see. If you wake up with extreme vertigo, dizziness, go get medical help and get tested for everything medically related. But this is for anybody who's feeling dizzy, can't seem to figure out what's wrong, and are looking for ways to first figure out what it's coming from and how I treat it or would treat it. So here's the advice. Okay, first, that's the vertigo related to crystals in your ear. So if the crystals come out of the ear canal, that's the probably number one place to check. And what you do is you do the Epley maneuver. It's a special way of moving your head to help get the crystals back in place in your ear. If you go to a physio, they will do it, or go to YouTube, and I'll put a picture down here. Go to YouTube, look up the Epley maneuver, do that, and if that helps it, that's the type of vertigo you have. So you might need to do it for a few days in a row, twice a day, and it will help you, but that will bring you back and that will take away your dizziness. So that's vertigo type number 1, which is related to the crystals in your ear. Okay, just realized vertigo number 2 type didn't get recorded, so I'll do it again right now. So the type 2 I see is from concussion or bad whiplash, and so it ends up being not only from the actual bonk to your head, and it could affect your eyes and the structures of your head. And so for these people, I'm often checking eyes because it's usually a tracking issue, and send them to an eye doctor to give them prism glasses and eye work. And then my work with matrix repatterning, I work on the structures of the eyes and the ears. So if you went to see an osteopath or a matrix repatterning practitioner or craniosacral therapist, one of those people to address ears and eyes, that can really help any vertigo issues that come from a concussion or whiplash. So if you have something like that and you have vertigo since that, those are the avenues I would go, is eyes, prism glasses, get treated for any tracking issues with your eyes, and also structural issues with ears and eyes from the impact. Okay, type number 3, vertigo. If you're dizzy and you have a super tight neck, so maybe from anxiety, maybe from old injury, and the vertigo especially gets worse when you are stressed out or overtired. One way to check this is, I'll show you my neck release videos here, but we're going to actually check and see if this is the type of vertigo you have, is if you actually squeeze your neck muscles. So I'm shortening them and squeezing front and back. You can kind of see here, pinching it, squeezing it. And if that kind of makes the vertigo worse, and you feel it, especially when you move your head, it makes vertigo worse, it might have to do with your neck muscles. So try both sides. See if that makes it worse, or it could make it better. But if it's affecting your vertigo and you're squeezing your muscle, that's a good place to start. So do my neck release videos and work on releasing neck muscles, and that may really help your vertigo. Okay, type number 4. Type number 4 is vertigo that is coming from clenching. And so over time, long-term clenchers often get tinnitus, so ringing in the ear, and vertigo. And that is from actually all this pressure on your bones squeezing together every night, wrecking it. It's a lot of pressure, it wrecks your teeth, but that actually changes or expands the bone structure in your ear as well, and that is changing the shape basically, and can change the angle of the ear crystals. So clenchers can get vertigo, and so one, I would send you to a dentist to get a bite plane and maybe work on the clenching piece, and I have some videos on that. So do those. My work as a matrix repatterning practitioner would be to do my release work in the jaw. So you can find a practitioner like myself or a cranial psychotherapist or a osteopath. They will do similar work to release the jaw area because that can really affect vertigo. So if you have a super tight jaw or you're a clencher, that could be what's causing your vertigo. So treat your jaw, see if that can help. Okay, and vertigo number 5. So this type of vertigo I've seen recently, it might be unpopular opinion, but just in my practice, the increase of vertigo in the last few years seemed to be from if the person has long COVID or has had COVID or got the actual shot and there was a reaction to it. One of the reactions I've seen more and more, and the increase of vertigo in my clients in general in the last 3 years has been like 10-fold, 100-fold. I've never saw so many people with vertigo, and it seems to be from the spike protein in COVID or long COVID. This whatever it does in the brain. And so I suggest doing some cleanses. There's Dr. McCullough has some protocols. I do matrix repatterning, and I've been able to help people, especially in extreme vertigo, post getting the shot when they had an extreme reaction and extreme vertigo. But for people that it's an ongoing issue, I'll show some products below. There's one called Spike Support, and there's another mouth spray that seems to help people. So any people that all the other forms of vertigo I've talked about doesn't seem to be hitting, this may be what helps you. So try that. Again, this is observational data. There's no data on this like to look up and find out why or how, but it's what I've seen and talked to other practitioners about. So this type of vertigo, it might mean a cleanse. And like I said, the work I've been able to do with matrix repatterning has been able to help. So you might want to try that as well. And I just thought of number 6, so a bonus one. If all of those other vertigo types, if you've tried all those treatments and none of that works for you, there is one other thing I would suggest, and that would be looking at EMFs and electromagnetic frequencies around you. So people that are sensitive to electromagnetic frequencies can sometimes get vertigo symptoms if they're around 5G or around like a lot of electromagnetic frequencies. So anyone sensitive. And so I suggest, I have in my office here, this is a smart zone, and that can really help. You can look for EMF protectors on your phone and wear it on your body. There's lots of products now. So again, that's another option if you do seem to have vertigo and it's not going away. Okay, thanks for watching. So again, the 5 types of vertigo I've seemed to see and treat would be the ear crystals. That's most common. Anything from a concussion or fall or whiplash. Then we've got the tight muscles in the neck or the jaw. So TMJ stuff or jaw stuff. Then we have like long COVID and those kind of issues that have been causing vertigo. And then final EMF sensitivity to electronics or 5G. So all of those, it's kind of better to narrow it down so you can start treating it. So let me know in the comments if you've tried these things, or if you've had vertigo and something helped you, let us know. Share, and hope this helps.